go? Oh, okay. That's cool.
You got something to say?
Yeah, man. I've been thinking, bro. I was like, and this is just random as fuck, but I was thinking about. Okay, hear me out.
Oh shit.
Do you think it would be weird? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it would be a weird punishment if R. Kelly, right? We talking like,
are we going here? Okay.
We going here. We going here.
Okay.
Would it be weird if R. Kelly was like, he had to perform, he had to create music
in jail?
No, wait, hear me out.
Okay, all right. Let me get your shit.
Had to perform and had to create music as well as perform his old music as part of a punishment, right? But 90% of the proceeds goes to all of his victims. So like he's performing, yes, but the money that he gets, it's going to all of his victims. And in return, he has to be released from jail in order to do that, to do tours and to go in studios. He still had to walk around, he had to be a part of the world, but his main job is to perform and get money. Would that be wrong? Would that be weird? Would that be a good solution? I don't know why
it's like work release.
Because like it came to me randomly because we both been out, bro. We've been out in the streets. We've been listening to our music with Spotify.
And I know
whatever you want to say, his music still somehow comes up when we're out. And I'm like, and then there's always the same reaction by everybody. Oh, so we can? Oh, this is cool. We can do this. Yeah, all right, bet. All right. And they start singing along and shit. So that random thought came to me. I'm like, man, like, if people really still love this nigga music, right?
How much? I need to see the parameters around this. How much freedom does he have? It like I said, is it like work release? Like, all right, instead of jail, this is what you got. How much money does he get?
10% of whatever
he get 10% or whatever. He's probably getting that anyway because he can't read.
Damn.
Ain't no damn. Everybody know he can't read.
I got you. Yeah.
But he can write his ass off. I don't know how that works.
Hey,
write this down. I'm about to say this. But
pull out his tape recorder.
I think that would be.
Well, ain't nobody say he can't write. He just can't read.
Nigga, how? How the? Alright. So, the only thing that would kind of fuck that up is just like, yo, you know you finna come out here smoking shit, and his victims is gonna be like, damn, this nigga's everywhere.
True.
But they getting paid off of it though.
They getting paid off of it.
I ain't never been victimized like that, so I don't know.
But like,
I'm instantly like, hell yeah. Like, I'm like, shit. Yeah. He's getting some type of reparations.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like, it's not just like money from his like estate, that the money that he like had in the bank and you got portions of that. Is his duty now after his release is
to make everybody happy.
He has to perform. It's almost like having a contract with the government. It's like, you have to do this or you go back to jail. In a minute, now
they need to make Tory Lanez do that.
Now, would that be cruel as fuck too? Ain't nobody do it. Never mind.
Well, you said, would that be cruel?
I'm just saying.
He's in jail.
Yeah, would that be cruel on his part? I mean, because he can
cruel for him.
Yeah. Well, technically,
would you rather be in jail or would you rather be like making music out here and shit?
Like, because I looked at it as like, now you're
who's supervising him?
I don't know.
Somebody got supervises
the government.
Because, okay.
But no, he's released. But part of his work is that he has to, for the rest of his life until it's like no longer.
There's so much into that because it's like, he's free. He has to make this music. Where is he at and who is watching this nigga? Because he could go to the store and get right back to it.
What you mean? Go to the store.
Hey, what's up, girl?
No, he be monitored. He be on like what do they do for probation?
Oh, you talking about like a halfway house?
Yeah, like
a halfway house.
Yeah, like you have to come back here, but when you go out and you travel, you tour, you got somebody on. You got like guards. You got a manager. You got somebody, but then the other kicker is like how good would the music be? Now he like with the new music. Now the old music, yeah, you got to still perform the old song too. Like how good was the music?
So are you saying like, damn, the music gonna hit the same because
I'm saying
he ain't in his bag?
Yeah, I think that it might be like a little different for him. He ain't got his inspiration. I don't know.
Let's start the show.
People on that goofy shit.
These people out here tweaking, bro.
If you ready for the show, say. Say.
Welcome to the I Ain't Gonna Show Anything Goes Except Us. I am your host, CJ.
Some CJ-ish.
Here my boy, my co-host D.
Yo.
And we are here to debate, relate, berate, and be great. And as usual,
it's homie time right now, okay?
I mean, you made that way more than what it was. Like,
I'm just saying,
nigga, like, hey,
what's his inspiration?
I don't know.
We know what it is.
We don't know what it is.
We know what it is.
His love for, like, yeah.
His love for what?
What he loves?
Women.
Yeah, women.
Of a certain age. Yeah, I got you.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just don't know. Because, like, we know, like, it's some artists. I
like girls.
Listen. Whatever, like I feel like as a songwriter, you have life experiences and you will write about them. But like, what would his new music be like in this new life? Like, he won't have the freedom, he won't have the control, like over his what has inspired him in the past. Like
so
those
wait,
situations.
He can't talk about fucking no more.
I mean, he can. No, he can absolutely do whatever.
He doesn't have to because he's got a lot of songs that ain't about
exactly. So I'm saying, like, what would that new writing like? Because if you have to do this for the rest of your life, right? Like, this is your job, and this is all your money is going to this.
That's all he knows how to do. So I think it'll be good. But
do you think that'll be a fair exchange?
If I was in jail, I would take it.
I mean, no. Obviously, you would take it because you in jail.
Yeah, what the fuck you think?
Damn near anything is better than jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So shit.
So
no, it ain't supposed to be fair because you didn't fucked up.
I'm not talking about from his perspective.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, would it be fair from outside perspective, looking in, victimized like perspective, all of those things? Would that be a fair, like, hey, you know what? Fuck this nigga, but hey, if he gonna give me money, he can come out and still move around, and he can still go eat at the regular places. He can still like live as normal as possible, but he always kind of got like parameters around. Okay, you got to come back home. You got to, to this house. You got to do.
I don't think it'll be fair for them because you was locked up. All right, I'm getting bread off this, but I'm also seeing your ass everywhere, nigga.
But you're still hearing them everywhere. You're still hearing this music.
It's not everywhere like that. But if R. Kelly got out and put out some new music, we're listening to it just off the strength. It's like, oh, he back out?
And 90% of that goes to all the victims.
Yeah.
Whatever he makes off of the album
you ever
sales,
watch Eyes?
Tours, all that.
You ever watch Eyes?
No.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me of that.
I had a BC joke. But,
Thank you for reminding me because I wanted to binge that. I wanted to go back and I did The Wire years ago, binging that, and yes.
Okay. Do you see Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
All right. So imagine you Andy Dufresne, and remember them dudes who used to grape him all the time?
Mm-hmm.
And like now all of a sudden everywhere you go, you hear them. And you see them.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you got money or not. Like you messed up because, man, this nigga did woo out the bam.
But would it be better to have money because you still technically are still traumatized? If you're that traumatized, you'll be traumatized with him in jail or not.
But seeing them at the same time is like a different thing. It's like, I'm traumatized, I'm getting some reparations, that's cool. Damn, he's on TV.
Turn the channel. Because I'm getting paid.
Okay.
I'm just asking. I'm not saying like,
okay.
I get it. Like the victimized part, like I get it. That can be traumatizing enough. Like, I'm just thinking that more than a few of his victims will probably be cool with the money, because like
some Cassie shit.
Because like if it's enough for you to not ever have to work again, I get it that you don't want to see him, but I think that would be like the people around him would be like, nah, fuck that. Every time we see him come on TV, we gonna turn the channel. We gonna help protect you, but you gonna get this money. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like there's a way.
You think we'll demonize him at the same time and fuck with him too?
I think it would have to be. It would have to be a
So let me ask you this.
It would have to be like motherfuckers would be going hard on both ends. Like, damn, this nigga called fuck this nigga. Like, it definitely has that.
Okay, say all this happens, right? If you see him in the streets,
yeah,
like he had I say we had the bar we like to hang out at and shit.
My answer is gonna be easy because I don't do that with celebrities already.
Okay. We got our Bulls and White Sox hats on, and we in fucking Atlanta.
Yeah,
nigga come up like, hey, what's up, y'all? Are we breaking bread with this nigga?
Oh. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I think that it's not because of him being, it's R. Kelly. He's like, prior to all of this that came out, that we were like, oh shit, it's R. Kelly. He's the dopest like R&B nigga out alive.
My character's
it would be more so on a story to tell. I feel like it would be more like, I would probably do it just because it's like a story to tell, not because it's like, oh shit, I am so excited, I just met my idol, type of shit. Like, oh my god, it's R. Kelly, a celebrity who is like, you famous for some shit, and now no, it would be more so like, nigga, this is wild. Look at this motherfucker in here. I mean, niggas like still take pictures with OJ when that nigga come up.
I'll take a picture of OJ. Here's the kicker. Would you take a picture with Trump?
Yep.
Straight up?
Yeah.
Arm around him?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear about this. Like, all right. So, you know what I'm saying? He came up like, hey, what's up, man?
He would have to ask for the picture. I wouldn't ask for the picture necessarily.
Oh, okay. You're not doing it on your phone.
No.
But he's definitely gonna ask for the picture. He's like, oh, black dude, fuck with me.
Yeah. I'd be like,
you gonna put your arm around him and shit?
Y'all will believe this shit here.
So they got you all on airware. You and Trump and shit.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
No.
I mean, you ain't gonna duck out though. Like, you ain't gonna like,
You ain't go.
Yeah.
All right. What wifey gonna say?
She ain't gonna trip about it too much. Right. The nigga ain't the worst nigga in the world. Though.
I know.
He is.
I know.
He's a popular person. Him as president
about him and all
that
shit
to do with him
and all that. It's worse niggas. I'm not vouching for him and no shit like that. But I was just thinking about that today because Meek Mill got mad because Wale was in a picture with one of his ops or whatever, and I'm like, all right, so how do you like kind of do that shit. Like if Trump came into the bar and was just like, "Yo, drinks on me," I'm taking the drinks. First of all, second of all, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, but that has nothing.
He came up. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, I'm not shaking up with him. All right, man.
But that has nothing to do. See, like the inside story there has nothing to do with my, who I would vote for.
Don't nobody care about that.
Yeah, who I would who optics. if am I on camera or on a picture saying like, yeah, yo, this is the greatest man alive. Like, no, I ain't doing all that.
You in the picture with a nigga, you vouching for him for the most part.
It depends on where
I don't have enemies.
At the end of the day, it's a picture.
I don't think you have enemies either.
I definitely got enemies.
Yeah, you have.
We all got enemies. You just
like motherfuckers where it's like, I don't have enemies. You think you got enemies?
Yeah. I think
people that are just like, I want this ticket to fail.
Yeah.
Not just regular white folks.
Not that I keep around me, but I've been around. I have enemies.
Oh, in the past. I'm talking about like right now.
Like right now, like people like out to get me?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Okay. I forgot you was popping.
I'm from I'm from Chicago, man. I like everything. I keep my head on the swivel as much as I can, bro. Because it's like everybody.
I'm talking about personal shit, nigga. I'm not talking about just like
that I know of. I'm saying more so like I could have enemies out there that I don't know of that like hate on me. Or there could be enemies that are in my face or around me that want to be cool. But I keep my circle very small and tight, so I don't really have. Pause. Anybody I don't really have I don't have people around me like that, but yeah, but that's what I meant by that. But yeah, no, but like you were saying, we don't have enemies like that. But
I forgot the question because
it was related.
I was like, damn, you got enemies?
Nigga, you
rolling around with you,
nigga, you the ops. I don't know what the fuck you want me to say.
I was just like, damn, nigga, I'll be rolling around with you, nigga, like anytime, like it's Wayne Brady type shit.
I mean, enemies ain't got to be like trying to like take you out either. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It could be like not fucking with your character, and they just like, nah, man, fuck this nigga.
Oh, fuck them niggas. Oh, you talking about that time? Oh, fuck out of here. Those are miserable people.
Yeah. But you were saying that in relation to the Trump thing, the Trump.
I was saying something about Trump and taking the pictures with him. I was trying to relate it to something like with your enemy and how motherfuckers will feel. Because to a lot of people, Trump is an enemy. And to me, he kind of is too. Just because of the people that he... turns up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't turning them down, you turning them up, nigga. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't really trying to fuck with it.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Like I really don't have because I don't know him, right?
Yeah.
I
know his work.
I know his work, but there's a lot of other good shit that he like has done or whatever has tried. But like to your point, him exciting that group is not necessarily on him other than him trying to get the votes to be able to do some shit because he don't really care about that group. He don't care about really diving in and helping that group. He cares about the group that like,
fuck with him.
Yeah, that fuck with him. Like he's just more so it's like I ain't gonna give my political views because this ain't a political shit. But like taking a picture or meeting him would not like devastate me because I don't have hatred for the man. I don't have like, you know what I'm saying?
It'll be wild.
Because at the end of the day, like it, if he were to become president again, it wouldn't because of me. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't because of like I'm just saying. Like so that just kind of like that's my way of like just trying to be more.
You turn one vote.
It was you. If you
Our
would've
listeners is like, hey.
like, I don't. Honestly, there's a lot that goes on in the government side that we all don't agree with, whether which side you're looking at.
Yeah.
Right. But as a person,
I don't like neither one of them.
like, because like at the
real.
end of the day, like I really enjoyed and love watching Obama be president.
Yeah, it was real cool.
But there was a lot of shit that people didn't like about what he did, like how he handled shit, and they were like voters of him.
That's too much of politics.
I know you're right, but I'm just saying, like, but I didn't want other people to hate him. You get what I'm saying? I didn't want people to like be like, this nigga is disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that.
That's how Trump got on, man. Said that nigga went from here. I want to see his birth certificate, nigga.
We want to see, and we want to see tax.
Congress and them ain't see that shit.
We want to see tax returns, and that shit didn't.
No, they showed it. And that nigga don't pay taxes. And he said, "Cause I'm smart." Yeah,
he just said some true shit.
Yeah. Look, let me get off this.
Yeah.
Before all the bullshit and all the shit that niggas don't like about Trump and that I don't like about Trump, there's gems in there. There's gems.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not voting for him, but there's gems.
That's all I'm saying. That's why I was just like, oh yeah.
If white people would just calm the fuck down, I'd be like, yo, you know, he decent.
We all
like,
see.
Damn, nigga, like the fuck.
I get it. It's entertaining. There's some help there. There's like, and especially like we got to realize at some point that when you start realizing the tax brackets and how certain people are affected by certain like presidential runs and all that shit, you start to see like, hey man, I don't give a fuck who the
fuck doing this?
Who the fuck is at this point? I just need to make sure that they are helping me, help me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it gets sometimes. But like you said, enough on politics because we ain't no political niggas, and I can't.
Nope.
I can't go into arguing with Candy Owens. Like Candy Owens.
Oh, you too? Is you too?
I did it.
You too?
Oh, you can tell I listen to the Joe Budden.
He's been hanging out with these niggas. He's been hanging out with them.
Hey.
Next hat gonna be red in a motherfucker. It ain't gonna be the Bulls.
That shit wild. But like, yeah, I would never like be able to debate with her on like shit on, you know,
never
my
take
feelings.
you back to Nashville. Never take you back to Nashville. You did disappear for a minute. You did disappear for a minute.
That was a long ass line to get drinks, nigga.
Okay, yeah, you might have been in her crib. I don't know.
The fuck?
All right, man, let's get to Black History in the Making. Black History in the Making, as we always say. Oh, shit.
Sponsors.
Fucked up. We got to shout out our sponsor, Stogies Tobacconist. Stogies Tobacconist, premium cigars for the culture. Respect to smoke.
Smoke something, bitch.
As you can see on the ticker right here, go to StogiesTobacconist.com. Hit them up for your premium cigars and hit them up for their mobile cigar lounge. It's that time of year. I know they're doing a fake spring. Y'all gonna get one more snow in Chicago. But everywhere else where the weather acts not so volatile, they coming out. They got this mobile cigar lounge. They all outside. TVs, all that shit. Smoke with your people. Smoke with your friends, your family. Hey, man, the kids stay out late. Hey, get away from there.
Yep.
All good, man. The heaters is packed up.
And you know what's wild, man?
What?
I was just looking at the weather in Chicago. You know, for us, all next week is gonna be in the 80s.
Summertime.
And this is exactly why we said, hey, we gotta move to Georgia. Because nigga, when I say we're already looking at 80s, this is the type of shit that we were expecting in Chicago when when Chicago weather would give us those beautiful beginning of spring, summery days, like those
snow, nigga,
70-degree weather, and this is like April, and then you hit me with some like 30s towards the end of April or even snow. That's why I was like, man,
They try to prepare you for the rest
Chicago,
of the
you
motherfucking
can't.
summer.
Chicago, you
It's
can't
cold
do this
out
shit. Yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, before we get into Black History in the Making, nigga, fuck that, man. Nigga just had a birthday, man. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Get up there, man.
Turned a year older. But as he says, you know what I'm saying, he can never catch up to me.
Yeah.
But, you know, he had a
Appreciate
birthday,
it.
had a birthday party. It was great. It was beautiful. We had a good time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dranked up, smoked out, chickened out, all that shit.
Yeah, man. That was cool. I definitely feel it. I definitely feel it, man. Like that shit is
You breathing different?
drinking and smoking cigars.
Nigga had drinks on back order.
Like it just
It's
ain't.
like, this yours too? Like, ass nigga.
Yeah, bro. Like that next day always is like, it ain't the same, man. Like back in the day, you could just do that shit, pop up, keep drinking. Now, though, don't get me wrong. I still, when I'm on vacation, I still try to pop up and still get back drinking. But it's tough, man. It's like you gotta. I just found that you gotta pace yourself now. Police! You gotta pace yourself, bro. You gotta be able to pace yourself at night, the night before, so that the next day you can get up, do some brunch, get some drinks in, and keep the party going. If you get fucked up, toe off the night before, it's rough, man.
Yeah, man.
That shit is rough.
We ain't even pod that night before, man.
Nah.
And I know your ass was getting towed up at the crib.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was ready. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, it's my birthday. I don't care. It's 12.
And
12 p.m.? Like, let's go. But no, it was good, bro. I appreciate you, man.
It's homie time right now, okay?
all right, man. As we say happy birthday to this nigga, we gonna get into Black History in the Making. Black History in the Making, as we always say, we always want to shout out our ancestors for everything they did for us in the past, but we also want to shout out the good black people that are doing things right now to help us to move forward. So we got to shout out, man. I know we usually do this in sports, but we got to do it right now, man. Don Staley and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Pause.
What's the name of the team?
And it was like, y'all say the team name? They was like, nah. But yeah, Don Staley becomes the first black woman coach to win 3 NCAA titles.
Yeah.
On top of that, her winning 3 titles as a head coach, she got 3 chips in 7 years. The rest of her GOAT career. National Player of the Year as a player in 91 and 92.
What?
3 Final Four appearances as a player.
What?
6-time All-Star in the WNBA.
What?
3-time Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
What?
And in the Pro Basketball Hall of Fame.
Oh,
What?
yeah. It's necessary. But my greatest memory of her
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
is when, you know what I'm saying, her and Lisa Leslie and all the rest of the Olympians were
Vega Lobo.
was bussing Martin
in the ass.
Like that's my shit. Like they came in. Like, oh my knee, oh, like all that shit. They was busting his ass in that. That Martin was like, can't no woman beat me. Can't no woman beat me, baby. Like, hey,
They brought them WNBA girls out.
Bro.
Like, nigga, please.
yeah,
They hoop for a living.
yeah.
You shoot V's and play 3-on-3s half court, nigga.
But yeah, no, man, big ups to her, man. That shit is like amazing. It's good to have that light shine on her.
Yeah.
Be able to show, the little girls. Like, it's interesting because, my daughter is getting, into basketball. She actually hit me the day we were supposed to be going out. I think, when was it was right before the Final Four.
Oh, so your birthday party.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah.
She hit me with daddy, hey, tonight the Final Four is supposed to, like, the girls basketball they supposed to be playing. I want to sit down and watch it with you. I was like, oh, baby, that's sweet. Daddy going out, but like I'm be watching it out here, but you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you into it though. And that was just like, one of many sides that she showed me. So for her to see, Dawn out here and see someone that is of her likeness and be able to,
whole time
be inspired by that shit is really dope.
All right, man, we got one more, man. After 60 years, HBCU basketball team is finally recognized for winning a national championship. This is near and dear to my heart. Tennessee A&I Tigers, which is now Tennessee State University, men's basketball team was the first HBCU team to win the national championship in 1957. But in the era of segregation, black athletes were often denied recognition. They won 3 in a row. 3 championships. So teammates who are now in their 80s met with Vice President Kamala Harris on Friday. So this was, by the time y'all hear this was the week before.
Yeah.
At the White House, an experience that the former college athletes waited decades for. They hosted 6 members of the team along with their family and friends and those close to the former athletes. So I'm going to have to stone cold these. We'll shout them out. Henry Carlton, Robert Clark, Ron Hamilton, Ernie Jones, George Finley, and Dick Barnett joined Finley in the Roosevelt Room at the White House. So, man,
I mean, they couldn't get the whole team, but then all the most members.
Yeah, a lot of them ain't alive and all that. But it's crazy because it's just like, dang, y'all won national championships, and it was just like, that's cool. Y'all definitely can come in the White House now. All right, y'all, what the band? We know we trained y'all for years. Y'all was in the fields, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Working out every goddamn day. Wonder why niggas are so athletic. I shouldn't say niggas. Wonder why black people are so athletic. I'm going to have to bleep that out.
Why?
not in this segment. But yeah, man, it was like after that, they went to the sit-ins and all that stuff because it was in Nashville. That's what it was. But they had to deal with bomb threats, and it was decades before they were actually acknowledged to go into the Hall of Fame. So, man, shout out to them. Shout out to the government acknowledging them and all that stuff, man. But that's what this segment is really about. Like, stuff like this where it's just like, dang, HBCU won a national championship? Like, how we ain't know about that?
Yeah. Well, back then, or is it ever?
They were the first.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, ain't no movie about these niggas, none of that. And they just got acknowledged, well, for the government.
Gotcha.
But they got they got in the Hall of Fame like a couple years ago.
Okay. Yeah,
that's so like we 80, like
yeah.
At this point, I'm like, hey man,
like so nobody know about my shit. Like nobody but me. Okay, here I am being the 80-year-old grandfather trying to tell y'all like, hey, listen, back in the day,
I was nice.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? I don't see that nowhere.
Like,
so wait, who was saying that? Like prior to this coming out, was there any HBCU ever being held as the first
to win a national championship?
Yeah.
I didn't do my research on if any other one did, but
yeah, I didn't mean to throw too much at you.
No, you good. As you said, I was like, damn, I should have looked that shit up, nigga. Damn, I gotta bleep that.
Prior to that.
But yeah, man, it sucks that it's just like looking at stuff. We're gonna get erased out of history. Like Patrice O'Neal said, he was like, in 60 years they're gonna say Eminem invented rap.
And everybody gonna be rolling over in their grave like, hey, ain't this about a
Jay-Z gonna be like, what? I was trying to do the noise. Like,
I was trying to too. I was like, oh shit, it ain't coming out right.
Oh man, all right, man. We gonna get out of Black History to make it now. I can say nigga. All right, what's going on? His favorite segment. We gotta talk about it. Everybody's talking about it, man.
What's going on?
We're recording early this week because we got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Dad's got to have a life too. Damn, we've been lifing on this motherfucker.
We have.
That's
man.
why, you know what I'm saying? Last week, y'all saw we had the same clothes on. We cut the episode in half, man, because we was out of town and all that stuff. Man, this nigga birthday is for like years. So anyway, we gotta go back and talk about the beef. The beef between Kendrick, Future, Drake, and J. Cole. Well, not so much J. Cole right now. So J. Cole dropped Might Delete Later. Gonna find out. He's gonna delete some shit later.
He said what he said.
Yeah. This is throughout the whole shit, man. Like, I was listening to it. Some of them disses sounded like they was at Drake. Like the first song, we was talking about you being mobbed up. You know how Drake been talking about this shit. I was like, oh, okay. He's coming at everybody. Cool. 3 days later?
Yeah. I think
3
it's
days
something,
later? Anti-Easter. This nigga died. We not clipping the apology in. Everybody knows now. J. Cole apologized about putting this shit out. He said that it was like he felt lame as fuck for it and all that shit.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to bow out and not be on that and feel right in his spirit. And before I talk about anything, I just want to hear from you, brother. What do you think about the whole thing with Cole disgracefully bowing out? It's both. He gracefully bowed out as a human, but in hip hop he disgracefully bowed out.
What the fuck? I don't have that much invested in it, only because I feel that it is being.
He's a Kendrick fan.
It's being taken. I am, but it's like. But I'm also a J. Cole fan too, so I feel like it's
Which one more?
I'll be real with you. I fuck with J. Cole a little bit more than
I did not know that, nigga. This whole time I thought you was Kendrick.
Yeah, no, like I fuck with Kendrick, but like Kendrick music.
You put me on Kendrick.
Yeah, and like I said, I like what I like from Kendrick, but I also have a lot of like To Pimp a Butterfly was not my space that I was in.
We talked about this before. I disagree, but go ahead.
Yeah, and I respect that, but I also respect Kendrick as a amazing artist. And I would like shit when he was at One Music Fest. I was like, hell yeah, like can't wait to go here. But I also fuck with J. Cole's like sound and his music, but it's kind of like he also has some albums that I'm just like, or some songs and shit that I just be like, it ain't really too much of my thing. But I think that it's overkill, man. I think that it's a lot of people coming down on like J. Cole about apologizing, which what I don't like about that is that it is, you have to be able to have friendly competition. You have to be able to just be competitive. This is I was gonna say R&B, goddamn. Hip hop, rap, that shit is a sport. You gotta exercise for that shit, you work out for that shit, you hustle for that shit. And when you go up against even your friends, you're on the court. You get what I'm saying? So when you're on the court, we are opponents at this point. When we're off the court, we homies. And I think that that's where we were more let down. I don't think that everyone wanted. Now, there are J. Cole fans that don't like Kendrick.
Yeah.
there's Kendrick fans that don't like J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
So of course they're gonna want to say, "Hey, yeah, shit on him hard." Pause. But
I was just thinking, I'm gonna shit on these walls, right?
But there's that lane that we have as fans of both that we just want to see y'all come at each other, make joke like. Come at, like, who's the hardest rapper right now? Like, we want to see that competitive
NBA.
nature of. You said what?
That's the NBA.
All right, this is when we
bullshitting.
stop recording because we can no longer be within the same space. Like you know what I'm saying?
It was a joke.
We're Bridget and old girl. Like
yeah.
we not working right now. We're not connected. We're Bridget and her.
See the thing, niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you say stuff like that, I start to really. But yeah, no, shout out to them. But I just think that it's there's a. You said what?
Go ahead.
I'm talking about them as people, not the show.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just think that it for me is more so like I would have loved to see that friendly competition of just going hard, like on each song and say, hey, all right, what you got? Because the thing that I don't like is that like J. Cole had songs where he called everyone out. He called everyone out and said, hey, yo, like, fuck all this other shit. I need y'all to show up and be this. So then when a motherfucker come up, and
he was sending shots.
And I don't...
Microaggressions, as they call them.
I'll be real with you. And maybe it's because of the space that society and the world that we're in right now is feeling. But I honestly didn't feel like Kendrick hated J. Cole in his song.
No.
I didn't get this nigga say, hey, you weak as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You a bitch ass nigga. Like I'ma kill you when I see you.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, no, this motherfucker was just saying, hey man, like, I'm finna lyrically
fuck you up.
And he didn't even fuck him up. He just
let's get it, bro.
He did a little tap, like, hey, let's go. Let's have fun with this. Let's go back and forth. Let's show motherfuckers like this is what competitive, like,
I've been talking to
y'all
niggas,
you know what I'm
since
saying?
2014. Won't nobody say shit back to me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it just really doesn't have to be like, oh, where y'all dedicating whole albums to these niggas. Y'all can like throw little shots and be like, oh, what you got? Like, listen how I just ate this fucking beat up and I included some shit about you. Now I want to see what you could do.
Because I'm better than you, nigga.
Because I'm better than you. All right, cool. Bet. I'm finna go in here. And I get it. As fans, we all, I think, Joe Budden and his whole crew were saying the same thing. Everybody wants them to rush to do it. I don't even need you to rush. I think that you need to take the appropriate amount of time. You ain't gotta take a year. You ain't gotta do whatever. But like, yeah, come back, say something, but then like, we honestly ain't heard a Drake real good diss since back to back. He has had diss that were obviously dope because it is Drake, and
he had a diss that he allegedly had a diss that got shut down when him and Pusha T was doing some shit. Yeah, he had something, but we never heard it.
What was that? When Prince or something, like
Jay Prince
got
in it's like, hey, everybody chill.
Yeah, he got involved and that's understandable because that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a difference. Like, we're not. I feel like no rapper or artist of that caliber should be like death threat beefs. It shouldn't be fucking.
Which we don't know none of these niggas to be on that shit.
This ain't NWA and Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like
even that wasn't guns.
But they
it was
cruise.
hands.
But but that's still like when I see you on site, it shouldn't even be that. It shouldn't be when I see you on site, it's gonna be this. It should be like, yo, no, let's creatively.
We supposed to be these niggas. We've been talking shit about how we these niggas low key to each other.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like Kendrick said, let's get it, bro.
Now I'm not really into this into the world of like battle rap. Like, but I know that shit is really going hard right now, and there's a lot of well-known battle rappers. But like, even in that sense of competition, I feel like battle rappers will go hard as fuck against each other.
Oh, they say some foul shit.
It can be cool as fuck afterwards. Shit. Like, if you could say that shit,
I don't know about everybody being cool.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
Yeah.
Some of them. Like, you can't tell me that it ain't niggas out there and like, because like in order to properly like battle rap somebody about their life or about personal shit, you have to know them, right? You have to know a little bit about them. You have to be, I ain't gonna say homies with them, but you gotta know a deep insight of them. So all I'm saying is like, there's a way for them, like Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake. I don't know why the fuck Future like is in that type of beef, but if y'all want to include him, listen, we're not gonna go down that lane because I know that last episode. You know what I'm saying?
He puts out numbers.
I'm not shitting on Future. I just don't think that he needs to be a part of that.
I was telling motherfucker in the group text today. I was like, hey, if one of these niggas get at him lyrically,
he done.
He doesn't have the guns to come back.
But he wouldn't even be done. Because
he wouldn't be done.
No, because it's not even relevant. It's not relevant to the cause. It's not like, it's not the same. Kendrick saying some shit. Kendrick saying some shit against Future is not going to.
No, Kendrick's with Future at this point.
I'm sorry, but I'm saying like Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake, anybody, if they all got into it and said some shit about Future, I don't think none of us will be like, damn, like,
what Future gonna say?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, and I think that Future will just continue to make. He will have his slight, his shit back. He'll say some shit. Don't get me wrong, but he's not gonna have a fucking diss record. Yeah, he ain't gonna have no diss record and all that shit. He gonna get you turned up. He gonna get you like party going. He gonna say some certain shit.
Friend all over.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nigga all over you.
That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't fuck with, you know what I'm saying, weak ass niggas. Okay, thanks, Future. This shit rock. This shit, we here, bro. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that he's like the motherfucker that would be like taking fire like that and shit. Like, it's just not.
Thanks, Future.
Thanks, Future.
Oh, man. I don't want to say more of the same, so I'm going to keep it short. I'm just with the competitive nature of hip hop and all this shit. Like, it seemed like to be a lot of ladies that was like, oh, that's real big of J. Cole and all that stuff. It was some dudes and all that. It's like, yes, as a human being, cool. You know what? I did some shit and I'm sorry about doing it. I ain't mean to do it. Damn. This is me trying not to do it. Yeah, as a man, cool. But in your job, nigga, no, you can't shoot at nobody and then be like, it's cool, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Especially with all the shit you've been saying.
Yeah. You've been calling niggas out this whole time. So, you can't just you can't call them
out.
I'm
leave it at that. I'm disappointed in Cole as an artist. And I don't want to go as far as to be like, I'm never going to listen to him again.
But yeah, I was just going to say like that.
But at the same time, I don't want to listen to him right now. Because there's other shit happening that I'm more interested in than the shit that you doing. Because
yeah,
you really just blew me.
But see, that is the point.
I was thinking was I say it or not.
That was the point that I was trying to make when we were talking about it earlier. That term, or that, to phrase it that way of, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, so I was like, do I see this nigga in here? Oh, he's stuck. Oh, this nigga.
Nah, he gonna die today.
All right, so it's a big ass bug in here.
Flying around.
As soon as he come around the right place, he getting fucked up.
Land on the nigga, and I'm like,
Yeah.
But like it's the he on the wall now.
I'm not getting up.
Didn't expect you to. But it's the disappointment aspect that I feel. I'm like, I don't want to shit. Everybody, we all have our feelings, so I don't want to like say that we can't be disappointed. I was just shocked that everybody is as disappointed as they are.
This feels like let me tell you why. This feels like you've been talking to this girl and she's been talking mad shit about how she wants you, and then she comes in town and then you get with her and then she like fucking is like, I don't know if this is right. I'm not feeling this right now. It's like, bitch, all these text messages you've been sending me, we've been calling and talking to each other about what we was finna do, and now you don't want to do it? You know what? That's your right. But I'm really pissed off. And I really don't want to talk to you no more because that's some blue ball shit.
I feel like that would be more so if y'all did go all the way through with it and then after that she regretted it. Or said, I'm sorry I did that. I don't know why I did that. That's just like, you married. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's kind of like,
no.
That's kind of like,
you married.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
we should have
shit.
did that.
Let's move on. Hell no.
That ain't it. That ain't close. That's not what it's like. Like that's what it sounds like. That's how it lines up.
No, it's just funny as hell. Oh, and then you be like, bitch, you ain't see the ring the whole time.
The whole time you came at me this whole time. You knew what you was getting into. You kept saying, motherfucker, why you don't want to do this? Like, it's just this. It's just that. Like, hey, you need to step it up. You need to be able to fucking just do this.
Oh, man. That's
be a man and just do it and woo woo. And then when it's done, it's like, damn, I shouldn't have did that. You a good dude. You married. Like, you got a whole family at the crib. Like, why the fuck?
Like this juicy skin.
Yeah, like, I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's just, that's what it sounds like to me when you hear it like that.
That's why he's the best guy in the business, man. All right, man. We can gloss over sports real quick. Just do some shout outs, man. Shout out to the winners of the NCAA championships. Men from the men championships, UConn won.
What? Ain't that back to back?
Yeah, they back to back, man. Go ahead. You right.
I'm just saying.
And of course, we got to shout out the ladies of the University of South Carolina for completing a perfect season, 38-0. 10th unbeaten season ever.
They had a perfect season?
Perfect season.
I did not know that.
I know.
I thought they
Why
had
do you
like,
think you didn't know that?
No, but I thought they had like one or two, like,
not this year.
Think last time I saw it, I thought I saw something. I thought I saw they had at least like.
No, the last time they lost was last year in the Final Four.
That's wow.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? More round of applause.
But nobody was talking about that. Like, that's crazy that they, big ups to LSU for, having, what I'm saying, Angel on there and her team and overshadowing and Caitlin Clark overshadowing. That was the year. Like, niggas, that's all you heard about.
Why do you think that they did not bring that up?
You really think that was because they were HBCU? Wait, no, they're not HBCU. I'm sorry. But you really think because, like...
They blacked out.
I mean, HBCU-ish, like, because of the team.
This is a big team. They ain't HBCU. It would have been nice if it
no
was,
disrespect to HBCUs.
Yeah,
but it's all... But, like, because it was black-ish,
Let's be real. For a lot of times.
Didn't LSU have like a squad full of like?
Yeah, black girls. Yeah, but they had some white girls in there too.
I know, but I'm saying, but predominantly, probably the same number as.
That's why they're
USC?
talking shit about them.
So
You know, when
it was wild. The race wars that was started with Caitlin Clarkston, like Iowa,
which to her,
and fucking
to her, she ain't have shit to do.
She
with
didn't.
They
I know
put that shit on her.
but that's what I'm saying. The race wars that were created or amped up because of that was crazy.
What's even crazier, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, is just like we don't be on that. We don't be on that. But then we see something wrong happen. It's like, nah, fuck them. No, you're not finna say, what? Niggas is villains now? Why? Because niggas did the same thing that other niggas did? Like, we are playing sports. We are talking shit. We are kicking niggas' ass. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? But it's cool.
Go ahead. I want to say something after that.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that, like, we didn't have an opportunity to talk about that because we had, like, you know, the 2-part episode. So we didn't get to really dive into, you know, the whole Angel Reese, like, you know, issue with being seen or being human. And I saw a comment that someone said, and it was like, oh, he called her a dog. You can't do that. And it was like, she literally, the entire, like, this is a sports terminology, and y'all blowing up because he said, I forgot the
you talking about Manuel
right?
Show.
Yeah. When he said, oh, you need, like, his opinions were valid, I feel like. But if you're in sports, you understand the where he was coming from. And I ain't like, no, but I grew up in sports. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand where he was coming from. But the way that it was, for lack of a better word, sculpted was fucked up.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
Look, everything he said, okay, whatever. But what was really fucked up about it was like, and people keep talking about this, but they don't actually know that she was asked a question about how do you feel about this being your last game of college basketball. They didn't ask her how she felt about the loss.
Yeah.
They asked her how she felt about her last game in college basketball.
Yep.
That's why she said all that
and
shit.
They turned the narrative.
And then everybody was like, nigga, take your loss, take your L. You've been buffing up this time. It's like, yo, if you want to...
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. A lot of people are like doing that shit. Yeah. And it's just like, no, he asked her about how do you feel about this being your last game?
Yeah.
And of course, all these emotions and shit is going to come out.
Yeah.
And I ain't sitting up here pandering on shit like that. I just don't like when, and it's probably because I've been married for a minute, I don't like when motherfuckers don't take what the words you said as the words you said. They start making up their own shit.
I mean, but once you put those words in front of people, like that's why media is being, you know, criticized so much as it is because the editing, the way that you can shape a narrative based on how you feel like, oh, I like this answer, I'm going to cut this shit, and I ain't going to give you the question, but I'm going to make this shit like this, and I'm going to make the headline sound like this. And so now you going to automatically think that this answer is to, you know, losing this game or woo-woo. But that is why it's a problem. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But even so, when you take what he was probably presented with, and he's like, wait, you know, if you reacted like this, like, no, like, take this L, because at the end of the day, you have done this before. You have talked that shit before, and that's sports. We all gotta accept that, whether you in the women's sport or male sport. I feel like there's.
I'm with that. If that's the question.
If that's the question. If that's the question,
and you start doing that.
Everything else, yeah, no. If you didn't hear the question right and you put an answer to another one, you did some. You know what I'm saying? Trickery.
But like, that's the thing, though. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even no real edits and no shit like that. All it was, it was just like showing her.
Yeah.
Reacting to like, yeah, man, this whole time I've been going through this and this and that. And when you hear the actual question, that makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like, my college career is over. This is what I've been feeling.
Yeah.
But other than all you hear is like, oh, she lost. She's salty. Where were you at, Big Bad Wolf?
No, and I don't even think it was that. Like, for me, I don't look at it like, oh, where you're at, Big Bad Wolf, like you said. Like, I don't look at her as like being soft at that moment. I was saying more so like, hey, you got this. You worked your way up to this. You talk your shit. You play hard. Now you got to continue, because they mentioned something in a few different clips I've seen about her getting death threats and things like that.
Yeah.
I honestly,
what?
I think that type of shit, I don't understand it. I don't understand how people can threaten people's lives.
I understand it, and it's bullshit.
No, but I don't understand how somebody can threaten somebody's life because you don't like their play or you don't like
one, because you know you're never gonna see him. 2, it's the internet. It ain't real.
That's what I'm saying.
And 3, you a bitch ass nigga.
But see, I still don't see that. I don't see how you can want to threaten somebody's life. But that's just me. So all in all, I'm saying that with that whole interaction and that knowing that she's getting that, I feel like a person in her position,
yeah,
although it's still wrong, like you should never get death threats, it's kind of expected. It's kind of like, hey, listen, you got this. You gonna get more shit, and you worked your way up to this point. Don't let this shit distract you. Keep going. Be human, but know that this shit ain't gonna end. And I don't want you to give up.
Going.
God
forbid you don't average 30 in WNBA, they'll keep shitting on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got a question though. It's a sidebar. How do you think it's leaning on black people or white people? Who do the most death threats?
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, the reason I'm asking is because I think that black people's death threats is I'll smack the shit out you. Like they not. I don't think these people that do death threats are really doing death threats. They're like, you should kill yourself and kill you. If you ever ran up on them, they pussy as fuck. But I think black people be on that same shit, but they shit is like, man, I'll knock this nigga out. I'll smack the shit out of him.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's different.
I thought I ate when I had it in my head, but now that I see your reaction, I said I didn't.
No, you know, bro. I'm gonna give you your stage.
I really did.
You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a stage, man. I'm gonna give you a space to say what you need to
hang
say.
myself.
No. Like you say what you say, man. This is how I ain't going. So you got to be able to say what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
So, all in all, man. That regardless of who it's coming from, that shit weird. I think that we're on different levels. We all like be like, oh, this motherfucker suck. This motherfucker bum. Like we all talk about it like we can we could ever get on the court or be in there field and compete with them in any way. That's why you see the fans of the NBA, like they be, especially the ones in the court side or in the front row, they be yelling at the players like they fucking know them. Like, you're a fucking bum. Fuck you. Like, all that shit.
I didn't let a lot of shit slide.
A lot of shit, nigga. That was twice.
That's a lot of shit.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, man.
All right, man. Here I go. I'm finna.
Yeah.
Right back.
Coronavirus.
All right, man. Let's get into it, man. I want to talk about WrestleMania for a minute, but I ain't going to. All I want to say is, like, I think I'm about to get back into wrestling.
What?
The second WrestleMania that I've seen since the one I went to. I'm like, shit is back cool. And now the wrestlers that we used to fuck with back in the day, they running shit.
Yeah.
So shit was cool. But
all thanks to Dwayne. He's
y'all. And Vince McMahon being a nasty ass nigga. And getting himself kicked up out of there. All right, man, back into it. All right, fuck it. We'll start with this one. Did I do the recording or are we going to talk about this? I've been doing it early in the week now. No. We're talking about this. All right, man. So, New Leaks is in the car with some nigga that's famous. I don't know him, but shout out to him. And, I get more of him. And they were talking about respectful cheating.
Yeah.
Pretty much saying, like, hey, if my mate, I got a side and I don't know about it, that's what's up. But if they out in the streets and I hear about it and it's in the blogs and all that shit.
I used to buy Nene Leakes and Carlos King.
Okay, Carlos King. Yeah. And and she was like, yeah, that's fucked up. Niggas need to cheat respectfully. So I want to know, let me see my notes here. Oh, yeah. Oh, these are my responses. Anyway, are you on the Mario Wine and shit? Or are you on the, the I don't want to know? Or are you just like, no, never?
I mean, I do, like, when I saw that clip, I thought that was interesting because it's like...
Stand up, bitch. I ain't mean to call him a bitch. It was just stand up.
God damn. I am better than this, and I will not sink to his level. I just want y'all to know that.
Fair enough.
But I just felt like, even though morally how I feel, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that was one of my, like, things that I've always thought about. Like, if you gonna do it, at least fucking, like, do it respectfully. Just at least treat me good, you know what I'm saying? Treat me like you actually fuck with me. Because if I don't know about it, I can't be mad at it. And that's where, like, how I, like, me and my wife, at least on my side, try to live this way. Because I live it by, like, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't
will not be clipped.
No, meaning that I don't ever accuse her, and I don't ever, like, come at her like I am accusing her. Simply because it's like, yo, until you put it in my face, I can't get mad at it, because, like, otherwise we just gonna be here. Until I have evidence, I can't get mad at you about this. Like, same way if she get mad when she, like, see, like, if we walking through the mall, or, like, if there's a woman eyeing me, I have nothing to do with that.
My bad. I got that shit on.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why get mad at me over a scenario that you don't even, like, that ain't even happened? It didn't. Like, you like, oh, so that's what you want? It's like, no, it ain't. I never said that. Like, that motherfucker was being nice to me, and I said, okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Or I might have been friendly back. Or I might have been
niggas that have hollered at bitches in front of their wives and girls. I'll just be like, yo.
That's wild. I mean, like, obviously, I think that every relationship has to have its own standards. Mm-hmm. Like, there's some people that have that open relationship that they're able to say, okay, yeah, my husband or my wife can have friends of the opposite sex that they can go out with, they can go on trips with.
Oh, okay. I'm like, fuck you talking about?
Then there's other couples that are like, oh, you know what I'm saying? If a husband ever shows any interest of being, like, you know, just engagement, not even flirting or anything, that's a hell no. If a woman is sitting and smiles at a man, that is set, you know what I'm saying? That like, morally, there's couples that have different values. I think that you got to go off of what y'all, you know what I'm saying, what y'all agree to. It can't just be, you know what I'm saying, one-sided. It has to be like, okay, this is the standard of what
that's how you make a marriage work.
That's how you got the upside down pineapple people. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
You had to explain that.
Oh, you don't know about that?
No.
That's for swingers.
Oh.
That's like and we are not swingers. We just heard of stories.
I ain't sharing my wife.
I know all this shit, like, from people and things that I've learned. But apparently, I couldn't.
This is an audio broadcast. They didn't see me.
I couldn't share. Let me just clear the fucking air then. You know what I'm saying? This audio, I cannot share my wife. I would not share my wife. I wouldn't do that shit, and she wouldn't share me. And that's just how it is. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But I do know about that. So everybody has their own preference and their own relationship and shit.
Stutter.
This dude.
I'm bullshitting.
No, but like that. Yeah. But that's how I feel. Like everybody has their own relationship, so it really doesn't, matter. But I will say that I've always thought about like the idea of like how you see men or you see women cheat, and then it's like the stories of like, oh well, they did this differently. Or they, started moving like this. It's like, okay, well, at that point,
niggas start feeling themselves too much.
Yeah, you moving crazy. So it is.
That's how I got caught a few times before my wife. I was like, oh yeah,
but yeah, like we know niggas that be like, hey man, I just didn't give a fuck. I just got to the point where I just didn't give a fuck. Like if you gonna catch me, catch me. But it's weird because it's like. I think that there should always be a level of trust and understanding and honesty in those relationships. So you have to be able to say, okay, if you're not going to move like this and you're not going to move by the values of your spouse or your partner, at least do it respectfully. So I get that. That's all I'm saying is that I get that part.
Yeah.
Overall, depending on what your relationship, if you like mine, is wrong. It's just straight up wrong. You can't.
Yeah. You can't in New York, you get locked up for it.
You can't be out here fucking and doing crazy shit and like on your spouse. Like if they your person, they your person. Like, and first of all, who the fuck wants to be out here, bro? But never mind, I ain't even gonna say that. Cause I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that nigga that sound like I'm pandering.
I was just about to say you're pandering.
but
you're pandering.
I couldn't imagine having to manage 2 women.
I was talking to my wife about this yesterday because I brought up the topic on some like, we was having a good time. I was like, hey, let me tell you what I'm talking about on the show. And I was straight up telling her, I was like, yeah. She was like, I ain't got the morals for that shit. She was like, if I do it, like, man, I'm going to get caught because I'm going to tell on myself and all that shit. And I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, sure you are. I believe you. Cool.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm more so of my phone be going off at night.
Gee.
And
I can imagine that being like, what happened? Don't look at the phone. Like having a, gee, like, you know what I'm saying?
Turn it off. Now I can't get up for work. Now I got to buy an alarm clock.
Or now I got to have a second phone. Now I got to have a second bill. I get it. Niggas out here getting money. I ain't getting money like that. But
hey, you got the temperament for that shit, by all means, man.
Yeah.
You do your respectful cheating. I'm just not first of all, I don't want to cheat on my wife. Second of all, I don't have the tools in me to do that shit anymore. Like I can't, not on my wife. I'm talking about like when I used to. But I don't have
fuck that. No, because
no. I have to say that shit because my wife listens to it, and some people listen to this that know us, and it sounds funny.
Yeah, no,
so you know what I'm saying. If it was that shit, it'd be that shit. I don't give a fuck. I ain't going.
I was just gonna say like at the end of the day,
then I'm not going.
Niggas can be niggas and women, and females can be females.
I just want to be clear with what I'm saying.
I get you.
And all I'm saying is like, yeah, man. I'm trying to get rid of all my anxiety. I think I damn near did, besides like the being on time shit, which that's never gonna leave.
Yeah.
But I've been kind of cool with like, niggas lately and shit. I'm trying to get there. But other than that, like I done got rid of all the anxiety of like bitches and all this other shit. So it's just like I like where I'm at right now.
Yeah. And
the last thing I need is a hey big head text. From a motherfucker that I ain't seen in a minute or a motherfucker that I'm fucking with and shit like that. It's too much. I already get them from fucking
the robots.
WhatsApp and shit. Like, hey, sweetie, I'm like, what the fuck? Hey.
This ain't tell you right now, me.
I've been getting these.
Yeah.
These are not what you think they are. You can go through and see them.
Yeah.
I report him as junk and delete him, but I'm just saying this ain't it. I'm cool.
I've always thought that everybody is capable of cheating. So there ain't no like, there's no like,
especially if you ain't treating them how they feel like they should be treated.
Because like, there's people that that I've come across that move the way that they move.
Just like that.
But it's no judgment because you don't know what their relationship is like. You don't know how they like, you know what I'm saying? Some people just like, oh, well, I'm into this. I like this. I'm out here. Everything comes down to what you as a person can handle of like the level of like, I pride myself on the level of control. Like, yes, there's going to always be beautiful women. There's going to be women that flirt with you. There's going to be women that like move like, around you in your world. But what makes it different is like, there's niggas that got self-control and there's niggas that be like, damn, I gotta try it. No, for real. There's niggas that that.
I know. That's what
like funny. We know niggas like, and that's just being real. Like, not on no pandering shit. Like, everybody move differently. Ain't no judgment. Like, hey, how you handle your relationship once you get caught and do your shit. Like, you do your shit. But at the end of the day, it's like my whole shit is looking into the future. That's what keeps me grounded. It's like, yeah, motherfuckers can be beautiful. Motherfuckers be
I don't want to fuck my shit up.
But I'm like, all right, what? Like, after 2 months of fucking with this.
Are you talking about having an affair?
I'm saying, like, in general, like, yeah, like if you have what works for you and you have what you are happy with, and like
a sad,
like, gee, I look at, and this might sound crazy, but I look at my wife as the highest standard that I don't see any other woman really being able to match it. And that's just me.
Sound crazy.
That's not even like
niggas are supposed to be with their wives.
But that's not even like looks. That's not like that. There's literally a level of like,
that's for you.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's a level of care. There's a level of love. There's a level, she pissed me off all the time, but I'm
gonna fuck this up and then try to get this shit back with somebody else.
Yeah, I gotta start over. I gotta do this XYZ. Like, I gotta but there's niggas. Mama. Yeah, exactly. But there's niggas that be like that don't matter to them. Like, they can start over. They can do whatever, or they can go out and be like, oh, I ain't never gotta do this again. That's probably more me. Like, if it don't work out with us, then I probably won't want to, like,
I already told you,
be
dirty white girl.
Serious with someone ever again, because there's years in my shit.
PTSD.
Now I'm just saying there's years of growth, there's years of testing, like, and challenging and all types of shit.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't.
And you know what? I want to say this on top of that. It ain't the motherfucking. It sounds like it was the. Oh, okay. I was about to say that's these niggas right now, but it's Airbnb. I thought it was the fucking WhatsApp motherfucker.
Oh yeah, like, hey.
Yeah. It sounded like it. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Who the fuck? I ain't never met.
The longevity does matter, but it don't matter at the same time, because a lot of motherfuckers are saying some shit just like, we've been together this long. But what matters with the longevity is like the shit that you built in that time.
Yeah. Like, nigga, you invest a lot of shit. Like, when you, and you know how long.
Not just invest, like, it grew.
But that's investment. That's investing time.
Yeah.
You're investing time in life.
I was looking at the time part of it.
Yeah, you're investing time. You're investing.
The shit that you got back from it. Yeah.
Like, nigga, when you think about all the girlfriends that you've had in the past and the type of arguments that you'd have had to where you was like, oh, fuck this shit, I'm gone. But when you like, man, fuck this shit, like, you piss me the fuck off, hey.
I just go downstairs.
But I'm saying, like, the level, the energy, the type of arguments that you, think about all the type of arguments you done had with your wife over the years.
Oh yeah, man, we talk about them. And we sit back and laugh about how goofy they are.
But like,
they were.
Like, look, bro, my wife there pulled a bat out on me, knife. Like this is early on. This is early on in that shit. But that is still part of the growth. That's part of the like, and to still be with her after that, like, cause it would never know. Like I never gotten hit by her. Well, has she ever hit me? I don't think. That's how little it is. Like I've never put my hands on her. She never put her hands on me. But we've had tussles.
I was gonna say, was you Floyd?
Yeah, no, like never, ever. Like that's just not, because that's not me. But it's also not her.
They done had a tussle.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's been tussles where it's like, hey, completely angry, and the fact that after that, swinging. Like, and think about it. That is some shit that we could have ended up being that type of couple, which there's couples out there. I think we were talking about this earlier. The type of couples that like that's what y'all
shout
do.
out to OGs like don't hit no women.
I mean, yo.
I mean, it's ingrained. It's ingrained.
Yeah, but that shit is it's still wild. Because I no matter how angry I get, it's like we can get angry as fuck with each other, but we will understand that it's like, motherfucker, you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere. Because the type of arguments are growth arguments. Those shits are like, damn, you didn't.
And what'll humble you is when you go to them arguments in therapy and they be like,
y'all, man, like, what? Like, you said that? Like, why is that a problem? Or like, you know you're wrong.
You sit there like,
oh, couples therapy is the shit. When you go to the right motherfucker, yo. Couples therapy is the shit because you need that shit.
Hey, any dude that's like on the fence or don't want to go and your girl telling you need to go and you a decent nigga, go. Because I'm going to tell you this off top. The first 3-4 sessions, nigga, you in the back. You ain't even really got to say shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is going to tell her themselves and they going to be looking at her crazy. Now your shit going to come out a little later. Yeah. Your shit going to come out later. But it's not going to be as bad. Yeah. It's not going to be as bad.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the thing. You going to take some L's, but that's part of the growth, right?
Yeah.
But that's
what the first 4 sessions.
But G, that's what I love
about. She get her back kicked
That's what I love about couples therapy. Y'all don't understand. Couples therapy,
she get her back kicked in to the point where she'll be like, I don't even want to be here no more. Like, why are we fucking with her?
Yeah. Yeah. You gonna get some wins, bro.
Until they come back around to you, then she like, oh, okay, about time.
Yeah. But that's a part of it though, man. You gotta go through the stages.
If you a decent nigga, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got caught cheating or shit like that. Couples therapy, nigga.
Couples therapy.
The first foe, they're gonna be looking at her like, why are you upset with him?
Yeah. It's like, so wait. Like, bro, like real shit. It start opening up. Cause like what or not everybody, but what a lot of people don't realize is that when it comes to couples therapy, G, it's not just about shitting on you. Like you might feel like
that's what she's coming in there to do.
Yeah, you think
and they gonna pump her brakes real fucking quick.
Like when you realize we are not experts at communicating.
Mm-hmm.
We're not.
We fucking men.
No, fuck that. Women are not either. Like let's not try to.
No, they know how to talk a lot.
No, there's a lot of.
They don't know how to talk to us. They know how to talk to each other.
But see, that's what I'm saying. No, they not true. There's a level of everybody.
Right.
Everybody
know how to
needs
talk to their
help.
Friends.
Yeah, everybody, and even then that shit gets fucked up. Every now and then that shit gets fucked up because like I'm not gonna make this about men versus women, but like
no.
Is it everybody needs therapy when it comes to that assistance on how to communicate to the partner that you with. Like why is it just like men like going off and needing need help
all
with
a therapist
communication?
Is, which I be telling niggas, all a therapist is a referee that calls fouls down the middle.
But gives an explanation and also a way to better hear what the motherfucker's saying, because like a lot of times,
so you don't commit that foul again.
Yeah. You can't, just like we don't want TikTok and social media raising our kids, you don't want that shit raising your relationship. You don't want
Long
that
term.
shit to be the shit that in movies and reality TV to be the guidance to your fucking how you manage your communication style with your spouse. That shit crazy.
We need to update these drops. We ain't got the ones that we've been needing to have in these past episodes, man.
Hey man, it's 2024. We gonna have some more. Let's go. We got plenty of time for growth.
All right, man. We going into Can't Be Bought. Can't Be Bought. I've been weak for the past like 4 motherfucking weeks. I got something.
Oh damn! And now I fucked up because I had one this week and I didn't add it.
Do you remember it? I can say this one.
No, you can go do. I'll say mine for the
Okay,
next one.
cool.
Because you came prepared. I did not.
$1 million. Can't bust a nut for a year. Fuck, I see you looking for your loopholes. That's why I placed it like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and I give you one better. Manually.
Because I was going to say.
No. Because if you sleep, that don't count.
Sometimes anyway, if you ain't going for a whole year, that shit might just be
Coronavirus!
You know what I'm saying? You can't fuck, get sucked. I mean, you can do all that stuff, but you can't bust.
Is it $1 million or I'm broke forever, or is it just $1 million you get
At the
but
end
you
of the
can
year,
still live your life?
At the end of the year,
and
you get the $1 million.
Get your money.
At the end of the year, you get the $1 million. He said, "No,
Nah, man, I don't know if I can make it."
2." And that's a silly nigga, because I know you gonna try to fucking finesse, nigga. $2 million tax free, 1 year. You can set your kids up, you know what I'm saying? Put your retirement together, all that shit. Not saying that you ain't got it already.
with $2 million.
No, when you put it in the SP, 500 and all that shit start rolling over and all that, man. Pay off debt, all type of shit. $2 million, man.
No level of. So that means that.
You can't. Okay, so since you need some motherfucking help,
So you
pause.
can't fuck. You can't
You
do
can't
nothing.
fuck.
The whole...
You can fuck. You can get on.
No, you
You
can't.
can get on the
No, you
Joey
can't. No,
Badass
you
shit.
can't.
You can get on the in the Kevin Gates shit. The what they call it? The
I know what you're talking about.
called? Yeah. Where you
they
just
just
don't
do
bust.
it and you just don't bust.
fuck,
Like you
don't
save
bust.
it.
So yeah, you just get real drunk and you fuck. You know what I'm saying? you can't beat off because you knew.
That's not gonna happen. I don't know how it will last if like
$2 million.
like bro, if you 2 mil and you can't nut at all, there's no sexual activity going on at all through the whole year. I don't see how you can make it because the minute that you try to go into any type of sexual situation,
I ain't thinking about that.
You will.
I'm thinking about
You'll lose. And I don't honestly big up to Joey Badass and Kevin Gates if they actually are out here saving it and not and still going through with the
semen
act.
retention. That's what it's called.
Yeah. So they're not ever
busting.
Big ups to them. I don't know how you could do that.
$2 million though.
$2 million. I'm just saying I would try. I would try.
For the fam.
Yeah, I would try.
For the fam.
That's a lot of money for the try. You'll get that out of me. I need the support of my wife.
That nigga's like, I'm already not cheating. Y'all know I can't fucking
so I can't there's no level of release. That's
hey man.
Like sometimes that's what give you a clear head.
The pre-pause. I would support you as much as I can. Like, man, look. Hey, man, let's go out. Let's go play golf. Let's go to a game. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Hey, drink your ass off so your shit don't work. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true because my shit go, hey, it don't matter how much you drink, man.
You go sleep. All right, so you're going to have to sleep in the downstairs.
Yeah, so now I can't sleep with my wife and all that. That's... I said I would try. For $2 million, I would try. $1 million, I probably still
How
try.
much do you think your wife would help you?
I think that it would be just as hard for her as it is for me.
Badooch. That's what she said.
I don't know how much I don't know how much she would try to support, but I think that she would like be like by month 2, she'd be like, you know what? $2 million ain't really a lot. Like we really just like,
and that's how you end up fucking raw. Like straight up. Like, I mean, you clean. I'm clean. You clean, right? Baby. But
I ain't felt sick.
Magic didn't either. But
damn.
Yeah, he caught it straight for no reason.
Yeah, for real, bro.
I like Magic.
Damn, nigga.
Too much content. He'll never hear this. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna have to get into some like real self,
a really good
type
self
shit. Like I don't know. I have to stop drinking. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, but I'm gonna research it. But I'm definitely gonna be like, hey, nigga,
that's gonna take some
we fucking doing this. Like
meditation and prayer for real.
Cause like, nigga, I'm not gonna sit up here and turn down 7 figures for my goddamn job. I mean, even though $2 million, I'm gonna keep working for a minute until that shit works for me. Nah, man, I gotta have my mind together to where it's like, because if I quit working with $2 million, it don't sit right with me.
No. Well, I'm not saying quit like working. Like
my
quit.
job ain't that stressful to quit working.
No,
with that, I can still make that shit. I want to get my things in place before I quit.
That's bullshit.
I swear to God.
That's bullshit.
I swear to God.
What is get my shit, bro? What, nigga? All the business ideas, all of like, fuck. Listen,
they need to be off the ground and running before I do
but
that shit. $
1 million to $2 million wouldn't give you that. What would you need to invest in you owning a business now?
I guess it's somewhat. It's more.
If somebody get,
it's more disciplined than anything else.
The idea of a business right now. Hold on. The idea of any business that you want to do right now, because I know you got a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
How much would it take to like of an investment?
It'd be less than $2 million
that you would need to get that business off the ground because you would want to do it.
It'd be way less than $2 million. My thing is, I just want to kind of keep my discipline for a second before I get that running.
You think you would lose your discipline?
Yeah.
So having the time to actually focus on that business, because now you got $2 million in the bank, and now not only $2 million in the bank, but you ain't even got to use your money. That $2 million, you ain't even got to use that $2 million to invest. You can leverage part of that $2 million.
I understand everything that you're saying.
To get you like that.
I understand everything that you're saying, bro.
Because you ain't the first person that said that to me, and I think that like everybody that said that to me, that shit wild to me.
Look, it'd be totally different if I was in a position to where like where I'm working was stressful and like just taking
my job ain't stressful.
Okay, fair enough. This is just where I'm at in my head in my life right now.
Bullshit.
I just need to keep.
I know what you're saying. I want to respect what you're saying.
I put it like this in terms that you can understand. I kind of in the past like 3 years got some type of like discipline as far as like a lot of vices and shit like that. So in order for me to like not wow the fuck out, let me just stay here for a second, because I also have to set an example for the rest of my family to not do that shit too. So to calm down 2 wild niggas at the same time with $2 million is it's a tough task to jump out your discipline just like that.
Now I get if y'all go get $2 million, y'all go out and buy a house, like a big like dumbass house or something
Well,
like
what
that.
the fuck you think niggas is?
I get.
All right, let me
no,
not-
no,
you know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
I know. I get what you're saying. I get with like making big purchases with that $2 million and working. Like for me, my mentality is, yes, I'm not moving big with that. Yeah, I might take my family on a trip. I might do something, a reason like to celebrate. But my mentality is like, okay, you got $2 million, living the life that you live, but like you have things that you want to get off the ground that you been working towards. That now gives you the financial freedom to do that focus, not to retire on no $2 million, not to go out and sit and spend $2 or $1 million on whatever. Cause like, bro, houses nowadays, like, they're $1 million off, like just GB and niggas are still working.
All I'm saying is knowing me and my family and where we are, to get that lump sum right then, I'm gonna have to hold some shit down. And part of that is gonna have to be leading by example and holding structure. And I know it looks different for you, but that's how it just looks for me.
No, I get you, and I don't, and I'm not. I
don't want you
to hear it, and like I don't want you to see it as I don't hear that. I know
you like shit, nigga. Me, which I get that too.
Because like what you're saying is like valid and wanting to have that structure. But my question to you is,
if I was single,
no. My question is to you: are you say you're gonna keep working, right, for that structure? What is your idea, or like what is your emotion for work, or like what is the word? What am I trying to say?
I'm a work ethic at work.
Yeah, like what is your mentality like going back into work, knowing that you got $2 million in the bank, and how are you? Like, are you going in there giving 100%? I mean, you might not be giving 100% now because you're, you know what I'm saying, your 50% and someone else is 100%. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, that can
I'm going to go in there and do a good job.
So are you going in there like, hey, when they say like,
no,
when you want to go on vacation and they say, hey, no, you can't go on vacation because you ain't got the days.
Well, guess I ain't getting paid them days, but the flights is booked, nigga. Like, fuck you talking about?
That's all I'm saying. It's like,
yeah.
That's why I'm thinking like, yeah, I can.
I'm gonna go in there and do my job. I'm gonna do a good job.
I can honestly,
I take pride in doing a good job, and I don't want to make somebody else do my fucking work, because I don't like doing other people fucking work.
Ain't nobody making them do the other work.
No. I'm just saying, if I'm not there, they are.
That's not. Hey, listen. That's why you should just quit.
Hey, look, this ain't no company man shit either.
Just because, like,
I know it sounds like you looking at me crazy. No.
I'm like, what?
No.
Like, they cool and all. Like,
look, like me and
that's why you just quit.
Me and my boss is cool and shit. Like,
yeah,
like
I love where I work.
I'm gonna keep doing a good job. I'm not gonna do a great job. I'm not gonna try to do a great job. I'm gonna do a good job. I'm gonna come in every day like I've been doing. And
so the minute they start complaining about your shit, not your bosses, but just in general, the company start complaining about just shit that, like, you know, they're not complaining about like they gonna fire, but they complaining about shit like, yo, like, motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Cause that's where I just feel like, hey man, if you gonna go off on
like,
your
if
own,
you complaining about, like, at this point, it's just like, well, suck they dick. Not me, but you know, not suck my dick, suck they dick. Like, nah, nigga, like you complaining about me. Okay. How about this? Bust me back down to my other position. Pause. Damn, like when I said it was like, if we doing that, then like, all right, but I'm not gonna go up here and stress about shit until I get my shit in order, which, what is this? It's April? End of the year, I'll be all right.
Yeah. All right.
Before then, nigga. But yeah, man.
Cool. I don't know, man. I think that
I know you.
It just
you are.
It'll be hard to go into working for someone else, knowing that I have this amount of money in the bank.
And I completely understand what you're saying.
It's just that, yeah.
All right, man. Wild bars. This comes from Lil RT.
I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
But you know what's crazy?
How old do you think he is?
I know he's young. And the reason I know he's young is
Because
because,
his voice.
well, on top of that is that my daughter actually brought him.
Oh,
to,
shit.
She's like, hey, that is this boy. You gotta hear
She
him.
older than him.
Like, she's like, he be cussing. He be saying all types of stuff. And we had to shut that shit down. I was like, what the fuck?
This is younger than Lil Mouse.
I just didn't
was.
remember his name. But when I heard his voice, I was like, this is the same little nigga.
That nigga's 9.
Wow.
It's about fucking.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I'm trying to think back when my shit started, you know what I'm saying, raising up and shit. I'm like, I don't think it was 9. I think it was like 11 or 10-ish.
Raising up? Shit, bro. I was trying at a very young age.
Wait. You was...
I was trying. I said, I felt it. I had the...
When the first time you
moment.
seen the porno, nigga? Because I'm trying to figure out, when did you even
Probably like
find
8 or
out how
9.
to even do the hand shit?
8 and 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was 8
Makes
and 9.
sense.
Yeah.
Sense.
I mean, I was in preschool trying to... like,
Oh, yeah. I was on that shit, too.
try to touch... I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was a little pervert.
So you was just
of
out
a
there
shorty.
rubbing dicks on...
Wait, what?
Like, I'm trying to see where you at, nigga. You say you was... Like, what?
Oh, me on that.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to, I wasn't trying to rub no dicks. Like, at all.
On... You know what? I don't even
Nah,
talk about it no more because I can't even articulate it without it sounding fucked up.
No, I had girlfriends, boy, in preschool, bro.
All right, let's not talk about preschool and touching no more. Yeah, little RT crazy, man. Crazy, man. Shout outs.
Yo, man, hey. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to my beautiful kids, man. Always, holding it down for me and life and my
Put them on
feelings
little
and
RT.
me. Like, I didn't put them on nothing. Like, she came to
she
me.
put it on. She put little RT on you.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck? Nah, you can't listen. She was like, I know, but listen, like, he was like going hard. I was like, no.
Like when Lil Mouse came out, my little sister was like, "You heard Lil Mouse?" I was like, "That's classic though."
Yeah.
Don't fuck around. Shout outs.
But yeah, man, shout out to them, man. Shout out to all the black-owned businesses, entrepreneurs, small businesses, medium-sized startups. Hey, keep doing what you do, inspiring us all to keep going to the next level, keeping us grounded and saying that, hey, if you can do it, we all can do it. That's all we need to see and give that visibility. So, shout out to y'all.
All right, man. Good shout outs, man. Of course, I want to shout out my family. And we go ahead and say that before I forget. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause my wife listens to it every now and then. They be like, damn, D shouted out his family. And you
They
ain't
can't
say
be still
I'll
saying
like,
that, man. You shout them out every time now.
Nah, she listens to the ones where I don't. And shout out my daughter, you know what I'm saying?
AI.
But shout out all the listeners. Shout y'all out, man. Oh, we got to shout out Simone Ash, man. She put out good content with us, man. She's getting a lot of feedback, a lot of good feedback. The ladies are on her side, which is like, hey, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate her. She been showing up, showing out, and promoting our shit too. Shout out Hitman Podcast, you know what I'm saying? They just came out with a new episode. They doing big things. They out here in the streets, niggas in WrestleMania.
What?
Chris just sent us when he was at the game with Luka in Dallas.
What?
They finna be out here and all that shit, man.
What?
Nice.
And of course, we gotta still send our prayers out to the Cinco family. You know what I'm saying? He had a loss, so keep praying for him. Shout out King O'Deezy.
That was crazy.
His ass is out here. He's trying to do 6 projects this year, so one's already out. So he's trying to do 5 more. He's still slave to the grind. I Chose Violence is out right now on your phone, on all DSPs. We gotta shout out our boy Hits. I mean, my hit. I'm talking about that song. Stacks 100, man.
100, bro.
I was just on live with him earlier. His ass was outside. Like some video was filming. But it was some love and hip hop shit. It in the rain. They lit in the motherfucking shit. I'm like, damn, G, what the fuck you want? He like, yeah, we lit out here. Ooh.
That's what's
I was like,
up.
okay. And I didn't look yet to see if it's out yet. I gotta check with him and check on Tubi and shit. But Decade of the Movie's still coming, man. Let me see. What am I thinking of shit when I got shit? Oh yeah. Yeah, other than that, fuck with Simone Ashbrook. Welcome to Chicago, a Dating Saga.
There you go.
Good read. I lied. I thought she had the audio, but I seen her recording the audio. It ain't out yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Check that out. And shout out Stokes back in this. Other than that, I think we out.
Don't be weird.
This has been the I Ain't Going Show. You can watch us on YouTube or listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Audible. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and follow.